One of my favorite lines to hear from brands that have tried and tested Facebook ads and failed is that Facebook ads don't work. And given that 90% of brands that try Facebook ads actually fail and lose money, I would believe that too. But what a lot of brands are missing is the mass desire of your market. So we're not just selling a product, we're selling transformation. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to build ad concepts for your brand that actually connect to your audience's desires. And I'm even going to walk you through my process that I use for my agency on adding these ad concepts to a sheet so that you can actually build a system for your creative testing. So let's get into it. All right, so if you have not watched my video on market research that I dropped previously, please go check that out before you actually watch this part of the video, because that is a precursor. You definitely need to do your market research first before we get into creating ad concepts. So the first thing we need to understand is, what are the top desires in my market? All right, so I did my market research. We went through Facebook comments, reviews on competitors' websites. So we came up with, what are the problems? What is the solution that our product brings to the table? What are the offers, the solutions that people have failed at, objections that people may have, desires, and then we created a story around that. We did some deeper research with ChatGPT. So on the surface, we have our desires here: confidence and sexiness, comfort and support, reliability, body sculpting, status and pride, freedom. Emotional pain points is embarrassment, insecurity, frustration, discomfort, lack of trust, comparison, and some of the functional problems. So yeah, we just go into all this deep research for our specific product. If you don't know what the product is, it's a women's activewear brand that has seamless compact leggings that provides comfortability and stylish activewear for women. And so first thing you want to do is take all of your research and then you want to go to ChatGPT. All right, so now we're going to just type in "take my research that I already did and help me understand the top 3 mass desires in mind." All right, so we have confidence is sexiness. At the core, your customer doesn't just want leggings. She wants to feel attractive, powerful, and proud when walking into the gym. This is about identity shift, stepping into that girl energy, looking at the mirror and actually liking what she sees and being noticed in a positive way. So that's one desire. Second desire is comfort and support, and then reliability and elevation. All right, so let me just go through this: reliability and lifestyle elevation, so social belonging. Now I'm gonna say, is comfort and support a true last desire? Okay, so we have confidence, freedom, and belonging. All right, so I'm gonna say, okay, so my top 3 desires are confidence, comfort, and belonging. All right, so these are our 3 desires. Okay, so 1, you'll understand this by doing a lot of market research. It'll usually be like those "I want" statements and just understanding deeper why someone would want that. So they want to feel, look good, really because of confidence. All right, so they want to be able to just walk in the gym, no insecurities, nothing, feel good, look good, make sure the actual product accentuates their body, right? So this is going to be the top desire right here: confidence. So now we can create a lot of ad concepts around this desire, as well as comfort and belonging. All right. Now it's important to understand that although we're using ChatGPT, they're not doing all the work for us, right? So all of this market research up here was market research that I actually did by just going through comments, reviews, videos, etc. All right, so please don't just let ChatGPT do the whole market research for you. You want to feed it as much information as possible, and based on that information, they're able to help you understand it a little better. All right, so now we're gonna start coming up with some ad concepts. All right, so first thing we want to do is say, help me create Facebook ad concepts around these. All right, so we have confidence, feel sexy, empowered, and unstoppable in the gym. Here's some hook ideas. Walk into the gym like that girl. Leggings that sculpt your body and your confidence. Not just leggings, they're your confidence boosting fabric. All right. Comfort. Leggings that move with you, not against you. No more adjusting, tugging, or worrying. Sweat proof squat proof, stress proof. Actually like that one. Look good, feel good, fit in everywhere. From gym to errands, leggings that fit your lifestyle. Look like you belong in every fitness space. Trendy, sleek, and ready for anything. All right, so once again, we're not gonna just copy these and say, okay, I'm just gonna use this walk into the gym like that girl. All right, this is just to give you ideas so you can get those creative juices flowing. All right, get the brain spinning and coming up with more ideas. All right, so now what I want to do is I have these ad concepts and I want to just go a little deeper into these ad concepts. So for brands, there are 5 main ways that I like to create hooks. So I'm just gonna ask it to come up with some hooks for me. So we're gonna say, help me come up with strong hooks based on these ways to strengthen a hook. Use the best versions that you think would perform the best for each concept. All right, and then ways to strengthen a hook is going to be to dramatize the claim, sensitize the claim, identity claim, before and after claim, and associate the claim with dream outcome. All right. Enter. All right, so we got for dramatize a claim, these leggings don't just lift your body, they lift your confidence. Sensitize a claim, imagine catching your reflection mid-workout and actually loving what you see. Identity claim for the woman who refuses to blend in at the gym, before and after, tugging, insecure, distracted. Cool. C for comfort. Never worry about see-through, sweat marks, or slipping waistbands again. Cool. Soft, seamless fabric that hugs you. No digging, no camel toe, no distractions. Made for women who want to focus on their workout, not their leggings. Cool. Looks like you belong in every... Okay. So now let's say, can you give me the top 5 hooks here that you feel would perform the best? All right, so these are the top 5 that they feel would work the best. So imagine catching your reflection mid-workout and actually loving what you see. Why it works, visual, emotional, adjusting every squat, leggings that stay in place, leggings that help you feel like that girl, looks like you belong. All right, cool. So now I'm starting to get like some ideas in my head just from like going through these. So now I'm going to show you how to use some of these ideas and start to plug them into a Google Sheet. So, all right, so let's just create a new Google Sheet. Going to create a blank spreadsheet. All right, so first thing is going to be the concept number, and then status, and then we're going to do desire that it belongs to, or we're going to do creative hook, or desire, creative type. And then, so now we're just going to number each concept. So in our ads manager, we can understand what concept we're on. So we could do something like 101. This status is going to be a drop down. It's either going to be in progress. All right. So just create these right now. In progress. Boom. Creative hook. All right, so this is going to be our first hook. So I like the one where it says imagine catching your reflection mid-workout and actually loving what you see. So it could be something like POV, seeing yourself in the mirror mid-workout and loving what you see. All right, and let's wrap this real quick. So the desire for this is going to be confidence, right? Out of our 3 desires is going to be confidence, and then the creative type would be a UGC video. So this is what I want to test, a UGC video of, you know, someone in the mirror. So it'd be like a mirror shot. Cool. And then my hypothesis would be taps into emotional aspect of what women want when out, confident, and to love what they see in the mirror, right? So make sure every time you do create a concept that you have some hypothesis on why you feel like it would work. All right, that just helps you make better creatives. All right, so That's literally how I create a concept. And then this is something that I could send to a creator and say, hey, can you make this type of video? Obviously, I'll get more detailed into what the video should look like, how long it should be, and things like that. And yeah, this would be the creative hook. I could have this as text over the video. And yeah, this would be something that we would test, and then we would see if it worked. If not, we can have another status that said, results, right? We can have a results tab, and then it will have things like winner, not a winner, things like that. All right. So let's create a couple more. All right. So another concept. This is going to be 102. And basically this would be, let's do one for the comfort desire. Right? So I like the one that said like sweat proof, squat proof, stress proof. So instead of doing sweat proof, squat proof, stress proof, I think another thing that a lot of women worry about is if the leggings are see-through or not. So we're gonna say sweat proof, squat proof, never see-through. Cool. And then this one for me would just be testing a UGC static image ad, right? And then we would have the headline. All right, and so our hypothesis would be these are common problems, objections that women have with leggings. Cool. That's literally just how you come up with concepts, and then you test it and you analyze it and you optimize from there. All right, so let's do one more. Let's do one that's more like social proof. Let me see. All right, so let's do one like, let's say these leggings, and I'm just doing this quick, so I would definitely put more effort and time into this, but I want to show you guys how to effectively do this. So these leggings shape your body before you even hit a squat. All right, this one's just ChatGPT. Obviously, I would edit this a little bit, but for the sake of time, that would be our creative hook. Desire would be confidence. Creative type would be a UGC video, before and after type of thing. And lastly, hypothesis would be truly want to work out to look good and have a sexy body. So showing how the leggings can help them achieve that without even working out yet. So we are showing how these leggings can help them achieve that without even working out yet. Cool. All right, so now you know how to create ad concepts for your brand that actually go way deeper than just try on hauls and lifestyle shoots. So remember, when you connect your ads to your market's real desire, you'll never run out of winning ideas. So if you found this video helpful, and I hope you did, I'm giving you all the sauce that I use in my agency. I want you to go ahead and drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. And if you want to go even deeper with scaling your ads, go ahead and click the link in the description to book a call with me and my team. And I can't wait to see you on the next video.